So I thought I'd do a little explanation video of how the EBM jam that I recently did works. So everything is powered by this vintage Alesis MIDI sequencer called an MMT-8, which has several handy features for performing live. And it's from the late 80s and early 90s. So there are 8 channels which you can record on with different sounds. So in channel 1 I have some chords. Three has snare drum and kick drum. 4 has those hi-hats. 5 has toms and a crash cymbal. And track 8 there is a bass line. So those chords are produced by this piece of gear here, which is the Yamaha Reface DX, which is a modern piece of gear and you can still get it new. So I did little solos and it also does the chords. I used a modified preset, so it already comes with this wood electric piano preset, but I modified it so it would sound a bit better in the context of the track. The other melody was from the TB-303. So I had 2 patterns playing. That was that one. And also this one. And I flick between them as I saw fit. The sound of the 303 is going through this Boss DD2 digital delay. Let's try it on and off. Definitely sounds a lot nicer with it on. So those drums, turn off the 303. Those drums are provided by the Boss TR505 Rhythm Composer, which is a relatively affordable mid-80s Roland drum machine. But this particular one has been modified using a Harry Axton ROM expansion. So it actually has 4 different drum kits now. So there's the original 505. There is a LM1, a Lindrum, and an Oberheim DMX kit as well. And for this track I used the Lindrum preset because I thought that would give it that kind of 80s electric body music kind of vibe to it. The kit was quite easy to install. I'm very pleased with how it sounds. We have the Behringer MS-101 performing bassline duties. Nothing too fancy. This MS-101 I bought new on Thomann actually because it was quite affordable, like a lot of Behringer gear is, and I think it sounds really good. It sounds a lot like the Roland SH-101. I've never compared them back to back, but I have used an SH-101 and this definitely captures the vibe exactly. So I do have some effects. This is the Zoom RFX 300, which is a tabletop effects unit from the early 2000s, and I've got it playing reverb on the drums. So let's just listen to that. Again, it sounds a lot nicer with the reverb. In my jams, I used to use a mini K oscillator, but from Korg, which I still really like, but I think the reverbs sound nicer on this old Zoom unit. It's quite affordable. I mean, it looks kind of plastic and it feels plastic, but it sounds really good. And finally, we have this Alesis Nanocompressor on the whole mix. So that is kind of making the sound a lot more punchy. So I'll just show you that with and without. So as you can see, that was quite a lot more fat sounding with the Nano Compressor in, which is, you know, why I like to use it and why a lot of people do use compressors at the end of their mix bus. So that explains the whole setup. Everything was sequenced in the MMT-8 except for the 303, which was sequencing itself. I hope you'll consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I'm not really that bothered about being famous on YouTube or anything, but it does encourage me, you know, when I see a couple of extra subscribers. So stick around and I'll see you on the next video.